Where are we at?
We're in the famous carousel room.
Yes, we're in fabulous downtown Wamego, Kansas, in the world famous carousel room. We're back, baby. Big time.
Big time.
Big time. We made the big time. What do we got behind the camera today?
We've got
a really, really short person behind the camera today, but I like my little midget short people, right? So this is going good. Hey, what did we do this week? Not a goddamn thing but work, did we?
Yeah.
We are in the dregs of the middle of winter, muddy, freaking stressed. Showed up to do this today, and you're mopping the floor because there's a leak in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Like life has just hit a standstill since we left Vegas.
I wouldn't know about that. I think it's moving forward, just at a grinding.
It's moving backwards at a grinding pace from the depths of hell.
Yeah.
Hey, something I've always wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Like to get your ideas, your input. Perspective in life and perspective in training. You know, one of my favorite phrases is, God, that's hard to say. One of my favorite phrases is,
What?
We're all a prisoner of our perspective.
Yeah.
God, man, those people all suck because reality is like this, except.
Perspective changes a lot of things. Like, do you really think it's good luck for it to rain on your wedding day? Or are we just trying to change our perspective about the rain?
And here I was, gonna do this really deep philosophical discussion with my friend Pat. No, fuck the rain. Like, it's muddy at the feedlot right now. So,
It's been a wet
there is
winter.
no luck with rain right now.
Been a wet winter.
It's, but wetter is better. That's another one of my favorite sayings. Doesn't matter whether it's an AR-15 or a girlfriend, okay? Wetter is better, my friend. But the feedlot, it's not.
Yeah.
So anyway, going back to my deep philosophical discussion, we're a prisoner of our perspectives, okay? We got all these guys out there, like literally, I don't read a lot of internet firearm stuff because I don't have time.
Yeah.
Pornhub takes up a whole lot of time, but
Yeah.
when I do, I've been reading a lot of stuff about, hey man, I'm seeing these guys draw their guns and back away from the target really fast. Oh, create distance and, I'm like, what the fuck are these people talking about? But then I have to go, wait a minute, I'm a prisoner of my perspective because I never went backwards. Ever in 27 years in law enforcement, did I ever go backwards? I always went forwards. Like everything was forwards to disrupt what they're doing. I figured I was the biggest, baddest, elephant in the room, and I just don't get this drawing and going backwards. And the other thing, there's some guys out there. I'm not pointing this at anybody because I've taken Scott Janlinski's class. I love Matt Little's stuff. It's all about speed, right?
Yeah.
I never needed speed in 27 years in law enforcement.
Yeah.
No, my gun was always out, or I owned the situation. You know what I mean? I didn't have to be fast because I freaking owned it. In fact, I could go slow, and those guys were the ones who were a disability.
But in civilian applications, being fast could save your life.
It could. I don't know. I don't know, man. I really don't. In all my undercover stuff that went bad, I never thought, shit, I have to draw this gun out of my pocket really fast.
Yeah.
Because there is no drawing the gun out of your pocket really fast, by the way. It was shit, man, this is going south, and I'm looking around what I'm going to beat somebody with, like what I'm going to pick up in the room and beat somebody with before I draw my gun and shoot.
So there was a game that Richard Seaton used to play with his wife. He told us about. He said,
really?
It was called Where's the Weapon?
Okay.
So,
yeah.
And they would play it, and whenever he did that, me and my wife, we'd play it too. Yeah. So it's kind of interesting because it opens up your perception of what's going on around you and everything.
So speaking of that, I'm going to tell you a little story on where's the weapon. And this doesn't have anything to do with the weapon, but anyway, well, I have lots of funny stories about that, but I'm going to tell you one that I can tell you. So my buddy, Ranger Bob, right? And they have Ranger coins. They get one. And any Ranger anywhere in the world, anytime, can challenge you to see your coin if you don't have it on you. Like, I don't know if it's a beat down or you have to buy them drinks, but you're a loser. Bob said they had a new Ranger one day. And he said, we're like, yeah, fuck this guy. And we went in the shower. He's buck-ass naked shower, and they're like, hey, Ranger, where's your coin? And he said he pulled it out and gave him his coin. So, just saying.
Situational awareness.
Prison stuff is real, even in the military, okay? But anyway, yeah, prisoners of our perspectives. Man, we get so locked in on the way we see things or the way we think things, you know, and then you can't have a discussion with somebody else. And I'm not just talking tactically. I'm talking you can't have a discussion with your wife. You know what? She never picks up her clothes. Well, my girlfriend never picks up her clothes. But never is not true because probably 2 times in the last 3 years she's picked something up off the floor.
Nevers are absolutes.
Yeah, or you always come home drunk. No, like once last year, I did not come home drunk. One time I did not come home drunk.
There's no absolutes.
Right, you're right. But we talk that way.
Yeah.
How many times do you think you said, hey, you know, they never do this or they always do this or, you know, but it's not true.
Yeah.
It's hard to break through that perspective.
Yep.
So we're prisoners of our own perspective and then we can't be free of those bars that we build around ourselves until we break free of our perspectives. So that's why I do shoot some speed. But when somebody tells me, hey, trapping your trigger is fucktardery, it's not, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like you can shoot really good doing that. And if I have to make one shot, one bullet left in my gun, do you think I'm gonna fly my finger off the trigger and reset it? I only have one bullet. I'm gonna press that trigger and I'm gonna trap it to the rear and I'm gonna follow through on that target as long as I can. If I have to make a hostage shot in a room, do you think I'm gonna fly my finger off the trigger to fire a second shot? I better hadn't because I fucked up the hostage shot. If I didn't, the hostage is probably dead, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the thing is, I'm not arguing speed, man. I run into a bad guy distance between me and her. I'm jerking that trigger as hard as I can jerk and shooting him as many times as I can, ride as fast as I can. You know what I mean? You know? That's so, anyway, all of this has to do with what we're calling, Defense Midwest is calling the Dallas Buyers Club. In 2024, we have changed our B8 game. It's no longer B8s, it's no longer a free open range. It's the Dallas Buyers Club. You got to be a member of the Dallas Buyers Club. Text me, email me, call me. I'll tell you how you become a member of the Dallas Buyers Club because it's not easy. But anyway, once you're a member of the Dallas Buyers Club, you get to shoot 10 round strings. String number 1, 10 shots, 25 yards, 10-minute time limit. But you better not waste all our time taking 10 minutes to shoot. You know what I mean? String number 2, 20 yards, 10 shots, 20 seconds. String number 3, 15 yards, 10 shots, 12 seconds. Yeah. 10 yards, 10 shots, 6 seconds. And the last one's 5 yards, 10 shots, 3 seconds. All shot on a B8. Everyone individually scored, total adds up.
So that's 16 minutes and 28 seconds to get that done in, right?
I think I did a little under that today. But Charlie and Justin shot 11 a couple of times, and Charlie didn't make the time limit a few times, and then Charlie was loading his 5th magazine on the 2nd string. I'm like, motherfucker, you already have 3 more magazines loaded, let's shoot it. And while we're shooting, maybe you load your, but anyway, but he's a member of the Dallas Buyers Club as long as he brings Julissa to more of the shoots.
That's fair enough.
There's many ways to get in the Dallas Buyers Club. You can pay us $100, become a member. Oh, it's a bottle of bourbon no matter what. But you can pay us $100 to become a member. You can show up to one and pay $7.50.
Yeah.
You can pay nothing if you have certain other parameters that you have met in the past, commodities or activities that you've met in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah, because history is everything.
Yep.
So what's the most important thing that you have perspective-wise when you shoot a handgun?
Improvement, I think.
No. Fundamentally. Like what do you think? Fundamentally, what's the one thing that you focus on the most when you shoot?
My trigger press.
I agree, trigger control.
Yeah, because I've seen you shoot a handgun using only these 2 fingers and hit the target, and so I think it's all about trigger press.
I do too. I think trigger control is what it all comes in.
After sight alignment,
you got to see
everything.
it, but you can see everything and do that perfect. And if your trigger press sucks, it's not going to get there, is it? And I don't see my sights very good anymore, but I have a decent, okay trigger press.
Well, you know, that's why we got those red dots.
That
so that way all we got to do is put that red dot right over it.
That is.
And because you get older and the front sight's not even sharp and crisp anymore. It's just a little less blurry than everything else.
All right, boys and girls, well, speaking of blurry, I'm just going to throw a shout out to our camera person. I've been across the bar from her, like let's say 25 feet from her when she's like checking a message, and I can read her text. That's how big her frickin' print is. Yeah. But anyway, hey, boys and girls, Defense Midwest, Fridays, 1600 hours. Dallas Buyers Club, 50 rounds. It's on the frickin' schedule as to the days that are there. If you want to come play, come play. It's a hard game, though.
Yeah.
Hard game. I haven't shot a 90% on all 5 deals yet in 2 tries. Got close today. I was 3 points away. What would that be, at 266? 267 today. I was close, but didn't make it, man. Just didn't land it. You got any words of wisdom?
No.
All right, so here's one of the things we're going to start working on next week is, I doubt if anybody out there remembers Captain Kangaroo, but I'm shaped a lot like Captain Kangaroo. My friend here's shaped a lot like Mr. Green Jeans. So I think we're going to do a little Captain Kangaroo skit next Friday.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Are you ready? Back there on the camera? We're out!